Imagine waking up to find out that the central bank of an entire nation has been robbed. Not just any bank, the Bank of Uganda. The very institution entrusted with safeguarding billions in cash reserves and the financial future of an entire country. How does something like this even happen? But this wasn't your typical heist. No ski masks, no movie-style vault explosions, no high-speed car chases. This was something much more sinister. And the mastermind? Well, let's just say you might not see this coming. The Bank of Uganda isn't just any bank. It's the heart of the country's financial system, responsible for printing money, stabilizing inflation, and securing the nation's gold reserves. Its security protocols are supposed to be impenetrable. But, as the saying goes, every system has its cracks. In November 2024, those cracks widened into gaping holes. The heist didn't start with burglars breaking in overnight. Oh no, it started months earlier, inside these very walls. It all began with whispers, strange transactions appearing in routine audits, unusual personnel changes, and missing paperwork that no one could explain. Some employees thought it was just human error. Others suspected something far darker. But here's the twist. By the time anyone realized something was wrong, it was already too late. You see, the heist wasn't a single event. It was a slow bleed, a series of meticulously planned maneuvers executed over months, siphoning off millions without raising alarms. Now, here's where things get murky. Was it a disgruntled employee, a tech-savvy hacker halfway across the world? Or was it someone high up in the hierarchy? Someone with access to the very systems designed to keep Uganda's money safe? Rumors are swirling, and while no official suspects have been named, leaked reports point to an insider operation. Yes, an insider. Someone who knew the bank's systems like the back of their hand. But the real question is, was this person acting alone, or were they part of a larger network? Stick around because the answer might just blow your mind. On November 12th, the world learned the truth, or at least part of it. An emergency press conference by the Bank of Uganda confirmed a significant financial anomaly. Sounds vague, doesn't it? But the numbers were staggering. So, how did they pull it off? And why didn't anyone notice sooner? The operation was as sophisticated as it was audacious. The perpetrators exploited loopholes in the bank's electronic fund transfer systems. Using forged credentials, they bypassed layers of security and authorized large transactions in small, untraceable batches. They also knew how to cover their tracks. Every time an anomaly was flagged, it was quickly dismissed as a system error. And the most chilling part? Insiders believe this was happening under their noses for over 6 months. News of the heist sent shockwaves across Uganda. How could the most secure institution in the country be breached so easily? And more importantly, who would be held responsible? Accusations started flying. Fingers were pointed at IT departments, senior bank officials, and even government oversight agencies. But amidst all the chaos, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a theft. It was a betrayal of trust. The people wanted answers, but they were left with more questions instead. Here's where things take an unexpected turn. Investigators uncovered traces of unusual activity linking the heist to a larger international crime network. Offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands, encrypted emails between anonymous users, and even ties to corporate shell companies in Europe. This wasn't just a local crime, it was global, and the players? Some of them might not even be in Uganda. And just when you think the trail runs cold, a whistleblower steps forward. They knew. Senior management knew what was happening, and they let it slide. Some of them even benefited from it. This bombshell revelation turned the investigation on its head. If true, it means the heist wasn't just about greed. It was about corruption at the highest levels. But here's the million-dollar question. Who will pay the price? As we speak, investigations are ongoing. Arrests have been made, assets have been frozen, and the government has promised sweeping reforms. But will it be enough to restore public trust? Or will this heist remain a cautionary tale of what happens when greed meets opportunity? This story isn't over. The heist has left a nation shaken, and its ripple effects are just beginning to unfold. What would you do to prevent something like this? And who do you think is really to blame? Drop your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more stories that dig deeper than the headlines.